Okay, it is all yellow at the EKANA Stadium in Lucknow, and the one team that we were here, pulling their leg or joking a bit about was the CSK team, considering that they were the only team sitting at the bottom of the table with 2 points. We were calling them a team in the league of their own, but guess what? They have now left that league and joined the rest of the group. It's now really bunched up very closely in the IPL. The top team with 8 points and even the bottommost team with 4 points. That means there is only about 4 points that are separating the top right from the bottom. And we've seen 3 big bunches right now. 8-point bunch, 6-point bunch and a 4-point bunch. What that does is keeps the IPL exciting, and the fact that MS Dhoni has won, the fact that CSK have won anyway, tends to bring a lot of interest in the IPL game. MS Dhoni finishing off in style in the end, not out, the man, the legend. The question is, can the team now start to dream?
They definitely can. I feel that they can, and I think that final blows were very much required by MS Dhoni, because in the middle order where Vijay Shankar, Rahul Tripathi came, Shivam Dube was left alone. He was really struggling to up the ante. It was really difficult to maintain the run rate. Things were sort of getting out of hand with Jadeja also, Vijay Shankar and Rahul Tripathi, all these wickets falling in quick succession. So MS Dhoni coming and doing that job. We have been talking about this all throughout this IPL till now. I think this is the third occasion where he had the opportunity to finish off a game. It's the first time that when he's actually pulled it off. So definitely the questions over him will definitely reduce today. Can they do it or not? They just have a scope of one more loss in the remaining 7 games that they'll play after this. They have to win 6 out of the 7 games, because 2 wins they've had right now. They need to win 6 more, and they're left with 7 games. So just one loss, 1 game scope is all that they have. Can they do
guarantee themselves, basically?
No, at 16 points also it's not guaranteed.
Yeah, but at 14 also you can qualify. Anything can happen.
Yeah, you can, but it's very...
Yeah, it's out of your hand.
Yeah,
is what
and
I'm
this
saying.
time we are at the halfway stage of the tournament, and till now just 2 points, 2 games that is separating everybody. It seems unlikely that a team would be able to qualify at 14 points this time.
No, actually, usually when points get divided very closely, then it is 40. See, when the big gaps happen, then it's only clear up 16 or 12. When it gets divided like this, very closely.
Look at last year, for example, there were 3 teams tied on 14, and eventually only one made it. So there was Delhi, there was Chennai and CSK. Oh, Chennai and RCB. If memory serves me right, that were all locked on 14 points, and RCB just managed to sneak in.
Okay, question to Harshit now. I mean, it was a total that we thought, those are nice visuals to see, all laughs and smiles, see, nothing serious. Before somebody...
They do need material for social media, right?
No, but I'm just saying, today is a loss by LSG. And now it's a happy visual.
Once bitten, twice shy.
Of the captain and the owner. It's a happy visual. So they're not too much worried about
team hasn't even crossed the boundary rope and the owner is already inside.
Yeah, so happy.
Access.
If you're the owner, you would have been in the ground only, saying, "Nahi batting karunga, bowling." Would have been.
That I thought would have definitely.
Then
that's not.
Stop.
No, but Rishabh, I think we'll talk about this.
Yeah, we will. I want to know from Harshit first, who believed that Lucknow would win, who had assumed even before this game started that this was Lucknow. Yeah, I don't blame him. I'm sure a lot of people had thought that. So he had already assumed that now Lucknow will win this, they'll be on 8 points, then they'll have to do that. That hasn't happened, my friend. 167, I thought would be an easy chase. It wasn't. Where did Lucknow lose it then? They were in the game. 25 needed, still last 2 overs. I thought with the pitch, the way it's behaving, not easy for everyone to score runs.
The way I look at the last couple of hours, I think the pendulum was really swinging, and for a lot of time. So it started, in favor. It was swinging in favor of the Chennai Super Kings. The power play really went as per plan. Those quick runs, I think, helped ease the nerves. But I think the middle overs, they did a very good job in terms of pulling things back. The one thing, and maybe this is going to sound controversial, I think they were let down by Dew a bit. Dew was really making things very difficult for the LSG bowlers today. You saw it with the spinners and the pacers, both not able to get a grip of the ball. Take a look at that no ball from Shardul Thakur to Shivam Dube right towards the end. The spinners also was struggling a bit, as we saw. Rishabh Pant was in a bit of a fix. There was Dube at one end, Dhoni at the other. Probably could have bowled his spinner another over, but he didn't have. He couldn't take that decision. He couldn't make that ultimate call, and I think LSG would believe that for a long time in that match after especially the power play, they really were in the game. They had pulled things back, and just looking at how the last 4 overs played out, that's where the match slipped away, and Dhoni came into his own. Dube was starting to hit the ball more cleanly. He'd already spent some time, but hitting wasn't that easy for him as well. But it's those last 3 overs that perhaps changed the game, and LSG will be happy with the effort that they've put in today. So it wasn't as quite a cakewalk as I thought it would be at the halfway stage.
Not so much I think it was that Shardul over that completely turned it. I think 25 needed of the last 12. I was giving bowling team a chance because you saw runs weren't easy to come by. In fact, the over just before that, I think only 5 or 6 runs came off it. That Avesh bowled was outstanding. But that Shardul Thakur over where he just was straying the ball all over, I think that is that over that really cost you the game. I think even at that time, even CSK were under pressure. Dhoni hadn't done it till now. Shivam Dube was playing a runner ball inning. So I thought it was that over bowled by Thakur. But the question, I don't know why you were being pretty mild, and I will not be. We've often praised Rishabh Pant for his captaincy here, and he's been a very good captain so far. But today I think he missed his trick. Every person in the IPL knows that when MS Dhoni comes out to walk, you need to have a spinner bowling to him. You had a Ravi Bishnoi who had a great game till that time. Not even one of those days that we gets hammered. So you had a Ravi Bishnoi with an over remaining. Everyone else was getting hammered. You've seen I mean, it may be sounding harsh, but MS has looked all at sea against any spinner in this tournament. What do? You just feed him fast bowling, and we know that even now he'll enjoy it. The reason that he's not been able to score now is because most teams have got a spinner to him, and then the pressure really increases. You just offered that. I think it was a big blunder done by Rishabh Pant.
And I feel not just that, even at the mid-inning stage, I think it was the Chennai Super Kings who were ahead. The Lucknow franchise was just playing catch-up. But in the middle overs, it was just the Chennai team whose middle order is so fragile that the Lucknow team could come back into this game. But to begin with, the runs were always going to be less. Even though this is known to be a little sticky wicket, we have seen this season 200 being touched over here. And all throughout, I feel in the IPL, wherever the wicket has been a little slow, we have still seen the norm being 200 runs. 200 runs, even Kolkata when the wicket was a little slow, Eden Gardens there also 200 was touched.
Slow wickets you've got 160s.
Yeah, but those haven't been defended. Those have more often than not been chased in less than 20 overs as well, and sometimes 16 overs at 12 overs as well. So because of that, I feel it was just that this Chennai middle order which was so fragile that Lucknow Super Giants could come back into the game. Otherwise, I don't think that could have been the case over here. If any other team would have been there, I think they would have chased it down in way less time. This has still gone till the 20th over. It would have been over in the by the 16th or maximum 17th over itself. The amount of runs that they scored. So the runs were always the problem. They somehow came back into the game, but again could not give those final touches. They should have won it, although after pulling it back in such a way. But then MS Dhoni, like you mentioned, spinner wasn't given the over, and then I think this will really give Chennai a lot of...
Today you needed courage from Rishabh Pant, and that's what he lacked, because clearly his situation was, the fix that he found himself in was Dhoni at one end. So I want to bowl a spinner. There's Dube at one end. I don't want to bowl a spinner. What do? I think he was playing on percentage, and he realized that perhaps giving that one over to a spinner, and if Dube is on strike, the match probably gets turned on its head at that very moment. 6 balls, match done. I think this is what was riding on his mind much more than Dhoni's wicket.
I know, but Dube has not been in that sort of form this IPL for you to be scared. Let's be honest. See, also, since Bishi bowls those googlies is still a ball that goes away from the left-hander for a
That's
spinner.
all he bowls though.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So still, you're taking the ball away from him. You know, it's not even a bowler who's bringing it like a left-arm
But it
spinner.
doesn't act as an unpredictable factor when it comes to Bishnoi.
No,
But
see,
today though,
that though is then the case for don't bowl him at all. Then
yeah,
throughout
but
the innings,
today
everyone
on a
knows.
day when he's showing a lot of promise, I
Yeah.
agree with you. You needed the captain to show a little more courage and be a little more fearless.
Yeah.
Had he taken that leap of faith, who knows if he would have been on the other side of the result.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, again, with the evidence that we've had of how MS has played, you needed to bring in. Anyway, I think that's... Avesh bowled really well, even in the death
And
at that
unlucky.
moment. Yeah, I mean, but he bowled rather well. But, you know, before we speak about Lucknow, their battings, things they got right and things they got wrong, I mean... Even though Chennai have won today, and we just started off the discussion by saying that, oh, can they dream? Can they have a turnaround season? I think a lot of it is, let's be honest, a lot of it is romanticism because MS Dhoni has helped you win, because Chennai has won a game. You know, it's a legacy team. Everyone feels happy, and you'd want, you know, MS Dhoni to be on the winning side. Majority of the fans do see that, and it was interesting to see that people say that, oh, you know, he's coming in for a lot of criticism. People are criticizing that now it's time to go, but just look at the crowd today in Lucknow. Chock-up block, people in Lucknow also wearing yellow, cheering for Dhoni. So still tells you that he's loved, you know, for all that he's done in the past. My point is, with this batting order, I'm sorry, you know, it does not give you hope. I know that today may not be the correct day to judge strike rates and things like that, because it was probably a tougher pitch to bat on. But with a middle order of Ravindra Jadeja and Rahul Tripathi and Vijay Shankar, I'm sorry, that's not the middle order. MS Dhoni also, you'd have to agree, is not the MS Dhoni that he was. Rachin Ravindra also may have gotten runs today, but is still not looking like a match winner. Shivam Dube also got his run, but still looks rusty. So if I look at the entire batting order till number 7, whoever came out to bat, I'm sorry, it doesn't inspire a lot of confidence. And probably that's where I think that time for them to think of getting a few youngsters in. I think Sheikh Rashid they've got in. He showed you that what a young blood and what a young batter can do, and got you runs at a quick fire pace. They have a couple more youngsters sitting out. It's high time. I mean, how many chances? Again, I know you've gone on a rant about Rahul Tripathi. Today they got 2 chances also.
Yeah, and
on
that
drop
is
catch
on 9
still.
runs.
Yeah.
But, and just a ball previous to that, he got a chance and he did that again. But the only thing is, to be very honest, lots of state teams in the country at this point have a much better batting lineup than this Chennai Super Kings. To be very honest, that's the truth.
What worries me more about
That's
CSK,
very
while
true. I think Vijay Shankar, I don't think if he'll even make it to his state team's T20 format. Rahul Tripathi, I know, still plays the SMAT, but how much role does he have over there? Ravindra Jadeja at number 5, he can be batting at number 5 or 4, that's not a problem. Even Akshar Patel is doing that for Delhi. You do that for the combination, but he can't be the one who is the main batter in that batting order. He can't be your main batter who wins you games. He's not that good a batter at this point. He can definitely be there. He has the quality to bat at number 4 and 5. I get that. As a lefty, you want to have that combination, but you can't rely on him as a batter because nobody else inspires confidence. Vijay Shankar, you cannot be playing Vijay Shankar now. And Rahul Tripathi.
one of the reasons why I didn't keep Chennai in my top 4 was because I wasn't sure of, you know, the 3, 4, 5. And the number 7 ended up becoming number 9. That was beyond anyone to expect. But though that's been fixed, and we've seen him bat at 5, we've seen predominantly now see him bat at number 7. Speak of him, he's right there. But there are problems aplenty with those number 3, 4 and 5. Look at the domestic record, look at what they're doing in the IPL this time as well, or look at what they've done in the previous IPLs, barring a Shivam Dube, your Vijay Shankar, Rahul Tripathis, you know, these guys have some serious question marks at the moment. And what worries me a little more about this side is that predominantly this is going to be the make of the team for the next 2 years as well. So forget this year, regardless of how it's been or what it could be.
They have youngsters, which they're reluctant to try.
They don't have who? They just have another Vansh Bedi and Andres Siddharth on the bench.
So that's it. How many do you need?
But
in
you don't have any
terms of-
backups, so that these are your backups then.
No,
for the
they're
next
not.
3
Nobody
years.
needs backup.
My
yaar.
point being that you
Just
need...
go with it. You've got a young kid now. to
Ayush
replace Matre as well.
But he again not T20.
It doesn't matter. You've got them in. They are far better than these guys.
Yeah, they're better than these guys.
So
but
that's
are
it.
they
Then
capable
he
enough
can
to
be.
win the IPL?
He can be the backup. You got one Sheikh Rashid today. You've seen the difference, na? Who else do you need to replace? You need to replace a number 3. Bring in another young gun. Get a Andre Siddharth, whatever. Bring him. Ravindra Jadeja is in the team not as a batter but as a bowler. He's doing his job there. So I'll keep him. Shivam Dube you will keep. Vijay Shankar goes out. Get one more youngster in. Dhoni. Overturn. Done.
Then everybody, you don't have.
You'll have to do that. See, they cannot fare any worse than they are doing at the moment. Today they have won primarily because of some good captaincy, primarily because of some good bowling, and some poor decision making by the Lucknow team as well. I think a combination of that has given this flicker of hope to Chennai fans and to Dhoni fans and to IPL in general that MS has done well and the team has won.
While it was a battle of contrasts, as many were calling it, because there was a huge gulf at the start of this match between the two sides. One at the bottom, one flying high. But the two teams are very similar in one way, and that's their fielding and the way that they operate in the power play. Very low in terms of run rate in the power play, both around 10, just around the 10 mark, which is one of the lowest. And in terms of fielding, both have been horrible. Both units have been horrible. CSK, I think, have missed out on 9 opportunities, 9 runouts, and 13 catches. LSG have missed out on 14 runouts and 9 catches.
So the team that did less miss outs.
Yeah, so that was the one common thread between the two. Outfield issues are quite real for the two of them.
They need to change 2 bat people at least. That is the minimum in this team, and that's only the all options they have outside as well. They just have 2 batters who can fit in, and they need to.
3.
Yeah, they have Andre Siddharth, they have Vansh Bedi, and they have Ramakrishna Ghosh, but he's an all-rounder.
I just told you Ayush Matre.
Ayush Matre also, yeah.
So
but no
Captain's
T20
replacement.
What T20? What T20? They'll do better than this T20. Na? Vijay Shankar 9 of 8 deliveries. Rahul Tripathi 2 catches drop 9 of 10.
Why are they even?
So then why are you worried what a young Ayush Matre will do? He's not T20s. Forgot him. He'll do it.
Those are first at least.
Karun Nair also used to keep saying test player. He almost took your team to a win.
If there was a luck index out there, I think.
Sai Sudarshan used to keep saying test player.
I always
Look at him.
Sai Sudarshan.
Bring the better batter in touch. I mean, I don't want to repeat the names, but seriously, now.
It's time. Vijay Shankar and Rahul Tripathi, I think time will end for them very soon. If they are not released this time, I'll be very surprised.
Yeah, then you can't get this lucky and get wins like this every time.
Yeah. With this batting, what do you can't win? You can't win if this team goes into the SMAT, they won't even win there. To be very honest,
MP will beat them.
Anybody will beat them. Delhi will beat them. Mumbai will.
Delhi cannot beat anyone.
Mumbai will beat them.
Mumbai maybe. Yes.
Mumbai.
Delhi to don't.
Angrish Raghuvanshi was sitting on the bench in SMAT. Delhi has T20 team. They are very good. Ayush Badoni, Digvesh Rathi, Prince Yadav.
Ayush Badoni is very good.
No. I'm saying they have big names.
I'm asking you, I'm happy to hear that from you.
He's not, but I'm saying they have big names. They have Priyansh Arya.
To compete with this side.
Yeah, they have Priyansh Arya will open. Then they have Himmat Singh also.
Who's not getting a chance only to play.
At least he's back in the IPL, that's enough.
Yeah. He didn't get a chance to play today because Mitch Marsh was back.
But he'll get an opportunity.
Is it fair to say, let's take a look at Lucknow, and is it fair to say there's a thought that crossed my mind that Lucknow has been doing well so far, punching above their weight. Today, Rishabh Pant, personally for him, and we'll talk about Rishabh Pant's batting a little later. But before that, and that's I think a valid question, are Lucknow overly reliant on Mitch Marsh and Nicholas Pooran? The day they fire, they will win. The day they don't, this Lucknow team also will find it very tough. Yes, Makram can play an inning here or there, or Badoni or Samad may chip in here or there, and Pant maybe on a given day. But the truth of the matter is that if Mitch Marsh and Nicholas Pooran don't fire either together or at least one of them, then LSG don't have too much of a chance. Is this a valid thought?
I think Nicholas Pooran has played a very big role till now in all their victories. All of the victories he has gotten runs 80s, 70s, 50s on occasions. He's been the one who's been carrying this batting lineup. But on a day, do they have batters who everybody can just chip in? I don't remember. And Mitchell Marsh, of course, yeah. I don't remember a Pant or Ayush Badoni or Abdul Samad or David Miller, for that matter, playing a significant role, as in they are the best batters of the day. That hasn't ever happened. Today we saw Ayush Badoni Nicholas Pooran get out cheaply. After that, there was nobody else to chip in. Rishabh Pant did, but I don't think that knock was of any use to the team in that sense. So I would want
Why? We'll come to that a little later. But first answer the question. So if a Mitch Marsh and Nicholas Pooran don't fire, this LSG team will find it tough to win?
Very tough. To score runs, very tough.
No, but that will result in a win. No, because we just criticized the Chennai team and we said that, listen, this team, yes, they won, but they need to still fix their middle order. Get in the youngsters down. There's no harm. See, you are sitting in a position where, qualifying will be a minor miracle anyway. So you have to just take your chances. If you want to take your chances, go with some young blood. Yeah, just now today you got Sheikh Rashid. You see how well he did. Maybe get a few more youngsters. Who knows? One of them may turn out like a Priyan Charya or something like that. Give you that impetus that you need going forward in the tournament. So that is what they should do. But on that same front, a Lucknow Super Giants, every time they've won, I can only think of either a Mitch Marsh or a Nicholas Pooran do well. Makram, as I said, yes, one good inning from him. There was one good inning by Miller to begin with, but also I'm saying not the only ones that dominated.
All those innings,
they help support the rest of the cast, but the match impact things, the ones that have taken them either to a big total or taken them over the line while chasing, have been either Mitch Marsh or Pooran. So maybe then Lucknow Super Giant is not a one trick but a two trick pony, and was then the game decided as soon as an Anshul Kamboj bowls that over pitch delivery, gets Nicholas Pooran wrapped on the pads, a DRS is taken.
Most importantly, convince MS Dhoni to take the DRS.
Was the game done? Is that the game? Is that what teams have to concentrate on?
I think so.
Get a Nicky P.
I think all these things start to happen once you start losing. We would not have talked about this, that there is just one match winner. As soon as you lose, teams start to realize that as well. With MS Dhoni too.
Open the scorecard, Shivam, of the LSG losses.
Yeah, with as far as for MS Dhoni as well, I think nobody was really talking about the fact that he's not doing well against the spinners because they were also winning. As soon as they start losing, everybody, first thing they started to do was to give a ball to the spinner as soon as MS Dhoni came in. So now that they have lost today, I think lots of teams will realize that Nicholas Pooran, as soon as you get him out, nobody else in this batting order can really carry the load and take the team towards a significant total that is a match-winning one.
Okay, so the earlier game that they lost, and this they lost to
first one,
the Punjab Kings, and in that as well, Mitch Marsh out on a duck and Nicholas Pooran 44, not at the highest strike rate that he gets at a 140. Yeah. So another failure for Mitch and Pooran. And see, this is another game they've lost. Then let's turn our attention to the third game that they've lost. They've lost 3-0. In this game, Mitch Marsh and Nicholas Pooran both get 70s and at amazing strike rate. But then they go on to lose to the Delhi Capitals because of a freakiest
Vipraj Nigam.
Yeah.
And Ashutosh.
And Ashutosh as well. Yeah. Just go down. Let us... No. That same scorecard. Yeah, go down. Go down. No. Upar. Shivam. Yes. Yeah, that 66 by Ashutosh. What a chase that was. So that's interesting. So out of the 3 matches that they've lost, the 2 losses have come when Nicholas Pooran and Mitch Marsh have failed. The one game where both of them fired and they still lost was that Ashutosh Sharma's chase of 66.
And they haven't even won a game where both have fired. Not fired, and they've gone on and won.
Yeah. Every game that they won, they've had to do. So this again, while most will argue that each team has 1 or 2 match winners only, but I think the reliance on a Nicholas Pooran and Mitch Marsh that LSG has is far more pronounced than reliance of any other team over 1 or 2 of their players. Now to the question that Shashwat said, that what did you say about Rishabh Pant's inning? No
There was
point.
no use.
Why did you say that? He gets you 63, which is the one that takes you to a total where you could have gotten a win. To an extent, the opposition team needed 25 or 12. You should have won. So why was this not a useful knock?
Because this was a Chennai Super Kings that you could reach a point where you could have even won the game. If there would have been any other team, I don't think they would have been in a situation like a Chennai Super Kings. It would not have gone in the...
It's a tough pitch, no? We realize it was not been easy.
No, it's a tough pitch, but what we've seen is that such totals are being chased down very, very 16 overs, 17 overs.
Okay, so you're saying only Chennai made it this competitive?
Yeah,
Otherwise,
no other team.
So maybe he played a knock knowing very, very well that he's up against a Chennai team. You have to be mindful of that.
Still, he was 10 runs short.
Amazing. Imagine if he took a chance and did not get those runs. One, everyone would have gone after him with big pads that he's not scoring runs. And two, you get to a total less than that. Who knows? There could have been a collapse. You eventually reach down to Shardul Thakur, come out to bat as well. Who knows?
I'm just beginning to think if they're also in a situation much like RCB, or too soon to say for Delhi, but if this surface in Lucknow could be their nemesis, because 2 out of their 3 defeats I think have come at home. The match that they lost to Punjab was there.
That's happening with every team. RCB also losing at home, winning everywhere.
RCB I'm holding on to
Delhi.
Kolkata
Dhoni for
losing in
Eden
and
50-50
Delhi
there.
lost in Kotla.
Delhi first match that they lost, didn't lose anywhere first match. So I don't think they're the only ones.
Chennai losing in Chepauk.
Exactly.
They don't know the surface for 3-4 years.
Imagine, it's actually a trend everywhere in the IPL. Bia on Pant.
Very low strike rate.
But it's a tough pitch to bat
It
on.
wasn't that tough. So, see, I'm just
Okay, please tell me. Okay, I would agree. Listen, there are so many other. Mitch Marsh also batted 25 deliveries.
Yeah.
I don't see. I would take your criticism. Everyone else was doing well. Mitchell Marsh is as aggressive a batter as anyone. He's batted for 25 deliveries and has batted at a strike rate of 120. Ayush Badoni is supposed to be an aggressive batter. Very aggressive batter.
Where is he supposed to be?
No, you know that. Abhi who was talking about domestic cricket and all. What is he known as? The guy who gets 200 strike rate runs.
This is his 4th season and he has a strike rate of 133.
The debate is not about what he's doing, no, but Ayush Badoni, I'm just saying. So what is he batting at a strike rate of 129? He's also spent 17 deliveries. My point is that everyone on a given day, Nicholas Pooran in 9 deliveries, 88 strike rate, na? Then so it wasn't an easy pitch to bat on, and on that pitch if he gets you at the similar strike rate that everyone else is going and top scores with 63, then I don't think you can say it's
The little problem with that is if you're spending that much time at the crease, no matter how tricky the surface, no matter what part of the world you're playing in, that strike rate after 49 deliveries has to be somewhere around. Even in today's day and age, if I'm discounting, if I'm giving the batter leeway because of conditions and everything, giving the benefit of doubt, it must end around 140, 142.
Maybe he was playing the responsible role that at one point Virat Kohli used to play in T20 cricket.
I had that in mind.
Then you would be okay.
But even with Virat, you will see when he spends so much time at the crease, he may be slow to get off the blocks at times, and that is something we've seen.
I'm talking about the previous. Now though he's playing a different role as an opener.
What he would do, or what we saw with KL the other day, conditions starkly different in Bangalore, but he took his time. Even Ashutosh, that freak match we're talking about, he was run a ball for about the first 15-16 deliveries 20 deliveries that he faced, but then you up the ante. With Rishabh Pant as well, 130 in today's day and age just looks a little below par. I'm not saying this was a surface that you could have had a strike rate of 170, 180, but it should have been about 140, 145 in that region. I would be fine with 140.
But did you not see him trying to be aggressive, playing his reverse sweeps and all of that? He was
then the single double should have been there. He has gotten all the runs from boundaries. I was just seeing the games in Lucknow. First game, Lucknow did the same thing. 171 is what they got. Punjab chased it down in 16.2 overs. The second game in Lucknow, 200 was scored. Mumbai Indians managed to score 191 there. Then 180 was scored. That was chased down by Lucknow itself within 19 overs. Today they have won by 5 wickets. So Lucknow wicket this time, it's not the same Lucknow wicket that we saw last year. In WPL also, the leg that happened over here, 200 runs were being scored on a consistent basis. The wicket is definitely a little sticky, but plus it is a mixture of red and black soil. So it's definitely a little sticky, but still scores aren't at 140, 50, 60. There's still scores of 200, 180, 90. At least that is what they should have gotten. 166, any other team on a given day would have chased it down in 17 overs tops.
Maybe fair points. Maybe they could have upped the ante, considering he spent about 50 deliveries. But I guess from a larger perspective, from the team's point of view, I think the team would be happy, and Rishabh himself would be very happy, because remember, there was a lot of trolling that was coming his way, that 27 also not got combined totally. He crossed that. Then the next thing was, will he get a 50 over the entire season? So he's got a 63. At least, runs under your belt does help you. And then also as a player, I think you feel more confident marshalling your troops as well once you've contributed with a bat. So I think in the larger scheme of things, that will be a big advantage. But Pant may be the top scorer. He's not the man of the match. Who's the man of the match? Any guesses? Mahendra Singh Dhoni.
And he's now second on the list of the most player of the matches award.
Tied with
to Virat.
With that. And guess what's the number?
18. In the 18th edition.
Virat's 18. He's on 18. Dhoni is on 18. And the most man of the match?
And the person who's about to get dropped.
Not from his team. 19. Rohit Sharma.
I didn't mention which team. From somewhere he's definitely about to get dropped now.
Anyway, this is the comment that Dhoni said. He said, maybe we need to play on wickets that are slightly better, so that it'll give the batters confidence to play their shots. You don't want to play timid cricket. He said it himself, but he's pointing out that it wasn't
easy track.
It wasn't an easy track. He's also spoken about Ravichandran Ashwin being dropped, saying we didn't want to put a lot of pressure.
Of course, he's going to be
on Ashwin.
So if
you're Chennai,
because he was bowling 2 out of the 6 overs in the power play all the time. So
you dropped him.
It's worked for them.
His channel was suggesting that because Ashwin and Jadeja are playing, they should drop Noor. Chennai did exactly that, but dropped Ashwin and continued with Noor and.
Why do you associate what his channel was saying
I'm
with
saying
him?
His channel.
He was not there.
No, that's why I mentioned specifically his channel was saying, not he. He, anyways, his
4
views
people on his channel
don't match with it.
Or 3. How many?
His views don't match by what people are saying on the channel. That's what he said.
Yeah, so basically he also mentioned that he got Sheikh Rashid because he was batting in the nets. He's been with them, so he was batting in the nets, and that's how they got.
He was batting in. Others aren't batting in the net.
No, he impressed in the nets.
Oh, he had the spark.
The
which
spark.
Ruturaj didn't have.
At one point.
He had that spark.
So he showed.
Others don't have that spark in the nets. And Sheikh Rashid, now he is impressing. He's been there since 23.
He said that. He's showing them. Okay, let's talk about the man of the match. Mahendra Singh Dhoni. His hitting power is also kind of coming back. He got them close a couple of times. But I think the moment that really stands out today was that run out right at the end that he did, flicking from behind the wicket, not towards the batter's side but the non-striker's end. What a run out.
See, him behind the stumps is actually the stuff of legend. There's no better way of saying this, I believe. He can do anything behind the stumps. Let's put it that way. And even though you briefly thought that this catch went high up and he wasn't exactly as close as he usually is expected to, maybe that 0.5% of a judgment error, but see, he got his hands to that catch as well. So again, behind the stumps, right on cue, that run was there, and
nothing,
see, that's
no angle, no nothing,
we've
no
seen
aiming,
enough.
just throwing it.
That's
how
natural.
calculative he is. Yeah,
It's natural.
Yeah.
He's very natural at this. He doesn't practice also, that doesn't do too much wicket keeping, but nothing. All of this is quickness of hands, the stumping, and sometimes taking those catches on the edges, which a lot of keepers find it tough. All these flicks and these runouts, it's all natural.
And we've over the years seen enough evidence of him being extremely sharp. Those 0.14 second timers and 1.6 timers that we've seen him wait for the batter to step out and then whip the bails off. We've seen him take a lot of screamers as well. and behind the stumps there's really nobody challenging him.
And he was never technically the best wicket keeper in that sense, as far as technique is concerned.
Batter as well.
Yeah, batter as well. Batter to it wasn't like he became a legend in batting. Na wicket keeping to
Yeah, in white ball cricket he
white
was
ball
legend.
cricket legend as in not the
He
not
was,
in the
yeah.
Sachins, not in the Dravids, not in that league.
But white ball cricket finishing is
finishing.
legend, and those hits as well. In test matches, he doesn't have a bad average
Solid base.
Yeah.
Really backs his body up behind the ball, and that's what it's that distance.
What does it mean, backs?
Body is behind every shot fully.
That it is. Today you fed him some fast bowling, which he loves, and
He got lucky a couple of times. There were those streaky edges we saw, streaky boundaries. But when it's your day, you get all of those runs as well. And he's not the only one to claim runs coming off edges.
Yeah.
We've seen that happen with other batters as well.
Shivam, can we please? Oh, by the way, he's become the oldest player to win the man of the match.
Yeah,
award
oldest
in
captain,
IPL history.
oldest man of the match.
Ah.
Could he be the oldest IPL?
No, that's very unlikely.
Oldest uncapped player to win a man of the match.
Yeah, but oldest player to play the IPL, that is unlikely.
Play the
Praveen
IPL.
Tambe.
Praveen Tambe was there.
48.
Yeah. He's
Movie also on him.
seen it. I think they could have done a better job of that movie.
Yeah.
Such a brilliant story in real, but I think the way they put it on screen was not that impressive.
I liked it pretty much.
No, it's so much more to that story, and it could have been so much better.
In the
In real life,
ingredients were
that
very
story is
rich.
amazing.
Hmm.
Outstanding story. Just
Then he
in,
was still playing Costco ball tournaments.
exactly, a lot of it. I mean,
Main Praveen Tambe. It was the most searched cricketer's name that year. Praveen Tambe was the most searched cricketer's name.
because when the movies come, everyone wants to know
Yeah.
who he is. Now, even the casual cricket fans want to know who he is. Okay, Dr. What is it? TDT55. 40 of 2 Lord Avesh are last person to defend in IPL. But Dr. Avesh was very good today actually.
No, but Shardul is the last person.
Shardul, yes. I mean, that, as I said, that over cost you. But then that's what I'm saying.
And I think that was a very big reason why teams didn't go after him in the
Why not
auction as
Akashdeep also? He had
well. Yeah,
Akash.
just but
One over, but
you
very
know,
expensive.
I think
But
Yeah, but
now
I
the
get, you, I
time of
get
the
what you're
match.
saying. Yeah.
Shardul went unsold in the auction because we've seen now teams want bowlers who can contribute
No,
with
no,
the
but-
new and old ball as well.
No, you've got so many bowlers. They finished today. Khalil, I think, finished 3 of his overs right at the start only.
But that only a team like CSK does. They used to do this with Deepak Chahar as well.
Exactly.
Nobody else does this.
So you
now.
could have, but no, he's been a utility
day he
player. He's
was-
been picking up wickets. He's
That
been
day,
scoring runs.
Abhishek Sharma was hitting all across the ground. Shreyas Iyer did not get Arshdeep back. What a decision was that also. He got him by the time the match ended.
13th over.
13th over is when Arshdeep came back. Till then, it was done and dusted. Captaincy Shreyas Iyer is really not impressing in the last 2 years.
At times you need to realize when to snuff
Yeah,
up the
yeah.
danger.
Of course.
And it's gone. If you delay it,
Moment.
it's gone.
In T20 cricket, that moment is a very short window.
Shreyas Iyer, the captaincies get. I was just looking at an ad where he was doing कि आप मेरे को trophy जीतने की आदत, आप भी ऐसी आदत लगा लो, something like this. Can't be doing
It's an
this.
ad, na.
But still.
Also, he's had
Ad, you have to speak the lines that have been given to you. It does not in any way represent his actual personality.
Yeah, that's true. But still.
Or it does. And
No,
look at those.
It's not supposed to.
Look at those
Whether
cred ads.
coincidentally it does, that's another thing.
Yeah, but there is context to it, right? He won all the domestic competitions he was playing, or most of them. Irani he played, he won, and everything he touched.
He was not captain in Vijay Hazare, I think.
No, he wasn't captain in Vijay Hazare, not even in Ranji. He wasn't
SMAT he was captain.
SMAT, he was only captain in SMAT. Otherwise, it was Rahane only.
Yeah.
Pranit Datta says Rishabh Pant's inning cost LSG plus him getting Samad run out did not help. CSK middle order played perfect ODI to lose the match, but Mahi still maar raha hai. That's true. Mahi maar raha hai. I mean that CSK batting lineup. We've said it before on the program. Really, really outdated. And he shares the same view as you about Rishabh Pant's knock today. Rakesh Bhushan, dear Nikhil, don't understand packing offside with 7-8 fielders. It's difficult to execute all 6 balls in the process. Bowler gives wides and crucial runs. Do you feel any sense with such line? I think, Rakesh, it works. I know you're talking about the Shardul Thakur bit, where they packed it like that. But, that was also what requirement of what Shardul also wanted. He likes that kind of line. He likes to bowl outside off, and then he packs the field, bowling to his strengths. So there's a bit of an understanding between the captain and the thing. Maybe Shardul feel that that's the only weapon he has. Maybe he does not have that pace to then surprise you with a quick yorker. There are other things which go through his mind, so they go with the best possible option. But look at like an Avesh. He executed those plans perfectly, because he can really nail the yorker at a good pace, and he has that natural yorker. Yeah. I think it was similar plans for him, but it's just that the bowler, how you execute it. I guess with Shardul,
he does not have too many options.
Not a lot of tricks. The bouncer's missing,
and
we know that.
The safest thing to
the
do.
slower ball he does, but
slower he does.
But nowadays batters spot it also. If you can't disguise it really well from the hand.
He's been seen trying the knuckle ball as well.
That he'll have to do. I think slower is the only
I don't think
option.
he has a back of the arm.
No, he doesn't. And also with a bowler of this pace, the best option is to bowl on outside off stump and pack it with there. Because even if the batter will score over there, it needs to be an excellent shot. Because scoring runs on the offside is the most difficult thing. So if the batter is hitting those balls, those obviously will be good shots.
In fact, he with that same thing, I think, which came was that he picked up 2 wickets. Crucial ones at that. Lower full tosses they turned into. He picked up a couple of very important wickets.
That was the KKR match, I think.
You're right. Russell he got.
And Russell. Rahane was looking good, and then he just played, the ball to the man at cover.
Correct. That's right. That was a KKR match. Rakesh Bhushan again, he says, let's declare Vijay Shankar, Rahul Tripathi as IPL burdens. Dhoni at least still strikes the ball well. Can't understand why Vijay Shankar, Tripathi, Huda playing regular cricket can't put bat to ball. Exactly our thoughts. I think we discussed that. And you're right. Dhoni still can contribute. He'll, as I said, finisher's job is really tough. You'll fail more often than you succeed. But still, he keeps you in the game. He'll win you some games. He may lose you some games too. But you're right, the others, the role that they have to perform is just not happening. In fact, even to that matter, Conway got dropped today for the right reasons. Even Rachin Ravindra has been, he started off hot, but then he's been cold since then. So
but to be very honest, this middle order looks like, when you have to play a game on Sunday, you don't have your main team, so you're trying to collect players and just fill up those 11 slots. And now that they have come, you have to bat them as well. This is exactly what it looks like.
But this was a
with Vijay Shankar, Rahul Tripathi, these can't be all your batters.
CSK got most players they wanted. I don't remember them.
Because nobody else wanted them. Why would anybody want them?
It was their strategy, and they'll have to live by it now.
Really like that camera.
No, that's the dog. The pet.
Pet camera.
No, it's not just the camera. It does a lot of things. Yeah.
Like?
You didn't see India Today conclave?
No, I saw it. I don't recall. You too did the session, huh?
They are robotic dogs. They can do a lot of things. So what you've seen here, we had that of the company that's manufacturing them. So basically, they have a lot of future. These for everyone who saw that today, they're thinking that it's like carrying camera. No, they are going to be used as, let's say, you can have them patrol the borders of the country, or the mines and things. Instead of having human loss of lives, you can have these automated dogs patrolling. They can, carry workload. You can tuck a trailer behind. Things can be so they're like robots basically. They can do a lot of other jobs.
Cute looking as well.
So when I did that session, so there were 3 of them. They did it together, like in sync. They can be like soldiers. You can use them. They are there for a lot of use, not just to carry camera. IPL just got that gimmick because this thing is available, but it's not manufactured in India. The dog as such. It's only manufactured in.
Where?
Where is everything manufactured today?
Across the border.
Across the. They can only. So in India, they
Arab nation.
who's got reciprocal tariff. Dave says Dhoni Super Kings. Where are the Dhoni haters now? Where are they? कहाँ है?
I've always been the biggest backer of Mahi.
No, I'm asking where are the haters?
Are there any haters? People and
Anyone criticizing MS.
Yeah, they're not haters as such.
Sidvi sir, I
So
think
have I,
he's asking
so have
about
I.
Sidvi sir. Sidvi sir. He's asking about Sidvi sir. Yeah. I'm 100% sure.
They've
You can let
Nah.
us know with
No, I also,
tomorrow he's going to be
I
there.
just
Join us for the
remember-
dugout.
I just remembered this, so now where is he? I will just call him after this.
Tomorrow he'll be here.
No, I can't wait till tomorrow. I'll just call him.
Okay, Rakesh Bhushan says Dada is right when he said if MSD is in the 11, he has to captain. Ruturaj as a batsman could express much better rather than the burden which he clearly doesn't enjoy. Not all captains can excel. This is a valid point in terms of batting. I agree. In terms of batting, yes, it does affect a few players. Did seem to affect Ruturaj. Otherwise, he was quite a prolific batter
Rishabh
before that.
Pant as well.
Batting position also getting changed, or he himself
Oh, he
that
chose.
leader to bat at number 3 was in a way shooting yourself in the foot.
Yeah.
You've seen batters struggle when they change their batting positions.
Yeah. So one more season then coming up. Dhoni the captain was very good today.
Wouldn't be surprised.
What
But
will CSK?
then Ruturaj will have to have another injury for that.
You need to move forward as well.
Lots of people are, taking out so many reels because Ruturaj is seen, playing football. Not just playing football with his feet, with his hands. He's, sort of playing with the ball and all of these
Juggling
things.
the ball.
Juggling the ball and all of these
I
things.
saw him at a temple.
Yeah, but he's traveling with the team, na. He went to this where Ayodhya. They had gone, na, CSK players. Dhoni. Yeah, visuals are also up on Sports Today. MS Dhoni.
I haven't opened Instagram.
No. On YouTube.
YouTube.
YouTube. It's
On Sports Today's Instagram and Sports Today's
My
YouTube.
best friend is Microsoft Word upstairs.
Okay. Mehraj Rule from Canada says broadcasters are happiest today thanks to LSG. He's right. See now, he's still carrying on. Just the visual of Thala Dhoni everywhere. One full montage cut of just him giving directions only like this from here, there.
that robot is really.
Yeah, I told you. That's what it is.
It's really.
Why are you so excited?
No, I'm really liking it.
You can buy one and keep it as a pet.
I have a bit. No, yeah.
I know he's liking it.
No, dude, I had to do. I woke up today.
He woke up today.
Yeah. Today I did it.
Mehraj rules again. He says today Pant took it too deep. Mahi Bhai was ready. That is true.
Shivam Gar says Sanjeev Goenka was happy today even after losing because he just lifted silverware on Saturday. In fact, that day both his teams won. Even LSG beat GT that day. So I think Pant has at least 1 week of cushion for losses.
Yeah, I know what a win by Mohan Bagan. Trailing and then to come back from there. Outstanding win. Sarthak Arya says you can love a player but I don't understand hate. He being a Rishabh Pant fan can never hate KL or Sanju. I love this comment, Sarthak Arya. I've been screaming my lungs out. Exactly. Same thing. I wish more fans can be like you. He says everyone has done well to reach this level of cricket, but few people here never leave an opportunity to demean. You're absolutely right. Who is he talking about? Any guesses?
I'm very slow with these things. I can't add 2 plus 2.
But I agree, this fan business, like one you hate the other. Everyone have to realize this, that whatever is to have reached this far for any of these guys, they are special talents, all of them. They work on some day, they don't, but they're all special talents. So you can be objective and you can criticize them. But hate, I agree with you. That's
Hate's a stronger word.
Strong word.
Yeah, you should not. No.
It is genuinely a strong word.
How's Ayush Badoni as a T20 player?
He really needs to step up. It's high time now. Otherwise, very honestly, he'll get into the Abdul Samad and Riyan Parag category of being the child of the franchise and never able to sort of step up, because he still hasn't. 133
Virat Kohli, the current version of Virat Kohli.
Parag, I think, slowly managed to creep out of that.
How is the current version of Virat Kohli, the
very
T20
good,
player?
Very good. I love it.
Is he a match winner? Or?
Yeah, definitely.
How is the RCB team looking this season?
It looks a little. I'm still not confident about the bowling, even though Krunal and Suyash have really stepped up with their bowling skills. But I personally wasn't expecting this kind of a performance from the bowling, but they've really done well.
Okay, Ashish Dhar, Nikhil, is Marzorin your favorite hangout? Of course it is. It's a very old place. It still is there on MG Road. It's known for its, if you guys ever go there, please, it's known for its sandwiches. So they do the green chutney sandwich, which is awesome. It's a very old, so it's not the way he said it, it's Marzorin. So they do chicken sandwiches, veg sandwiches, like green chutney sandwich and all. Very nice. Very old place. Yes,
I haven't
it
been
is.
to Pune in a while. Have you?
I haven't. Yes, you're right. I haven't. It's been, I think, a couple of years since.
3 years. I don't think I've seen you go.
No.
In these 3 years.
No, I went. No, I did. But yeah, last couple of years I haven't gone.
You can tell them about your recent visit to the hills.
No, that's just a.
What did you eat there?
I ate the best Champaran mutton that there is. Outstanding.
How many days did you go for?
Oh, few hours. Few hours I was there. Few hours. You know, my reason is not to go to a place. It's just the ride, the journey that I enjoy, not the destination. Okay. Shubham says. Okay, he wants me to tell and Harshit ki how do we rate Shashwat's analysis of Virat Kohli and KL? See, that is up to Shashwat to choose or decide. He has to answer that question. Why should I answer? हर सवारी अपने सामान की जिम्मेदार है. मैं अपने सामान के, हर्षित अपने, शाश्वत अपने. हाँ भाई, शाश्वत, what do you make of your analysis? It's your.
No, I'll be.
What do you make of it? You don't have to.
I think it's very objective. It might come out before some. Yeah, I don't need to explain anything.
No, explain.
No,
it might come out. What?
It might come out because some people, because I know Shubham Garg is a very big Virat fan, so anything little also against Virat Kohli might just come out as that I'm a troll or a hate towards Virat Kohli, but that's not true. Like, because if you remember that I said that Virat should not be there in the T20 team, I said the same thing for Test cricket, that he should be there and Rohit shouldn't be there. So it's just about picking and choosing about your player, that who you like or who you don't like. So in Test cricket, I said the same thing, that I feel that Virat has the thing to carry, to still play for a couple of more years. Rohit doesn't. I just felt the opposite about both the players in T20 cricket. That's how I see the game. You might see it differently, and I don't think that means that I'm being partial or against anybody in that sense.
You heard it from the man himself. Mehraj Rule says Sunset Hyderabad or Chennai Slower Kings. Sunset Chennai Slower Kings is actually true. They are just struggling to up the tempo in their batting. That is a fact.
But why are we even expecting that cannot happen this
No,
season?
that's not true. I thought that they will. I'll tell you why. Because this same formula has worked for them, where they would get these over the hill players and turn them into match winners. They did it season after season. This is the first year where they've had bad season, but they've found a way to get people who have a lot of experience and may have been shunned from other places. They get them and then get the best out of them.
But so,
that does not happen.
One thing that when I just think deep, I was also thinking the same thing a couple of days back, and when I actually thought about it a little more, I felt that the players who they were past their prime. All the players who Chennai backed were past their prime. And it would be it a Robin Uthappa, he was a good player when he played for India or whenever he played. Ambati Rayudu and Ajinkya Rahane, all these players at some point did leave an impact. But players like Rahul Tripathi, Vijay Shankar and Deepak Hooda, these players were they were never match winners.
Shivam Dube.
Shivam Dube definitely. Shivam Dube is there.
You gave other example like Shivam Dube.
No, even Shardul Thakur.
Shardul Thakur.
He was still young.
Tushar Deshpande. What are you saying? So there's so many examples.
Yeah.
I don't think so. You need to think a bit more deeper next time. Think all. They used to find a way.
Youngsters like Patirana, Tikshana also.
Exactly.
All these guys.
They had that. Whoever.
They had that touch.
Exactly. Soothsayer that Fleming said that Mahi is not a soothsayer.
But
he is. He's turned it around this time also.
This time he's not. But all the seasons he has been.
Okay, Sarthak Arya saying he was not talking about anyone in particular here, and you took the name also.
I didn't take any name.
You did?
Who did you? You were just yelling the name.
I'll call him now. I know who he's talking about.
I'll just call him. I'm missing him.
He said I was just talking about certain trollers we always find in the comment section. The reason I like this channel is because there is no bias here. Thank you so much, Sarthak, for this.
Thank you, Sarthak.
But today you have
The cover is blown.
Oh my God!
And here comes.
Please make a clip of this, Shivam, and keep it ready. Tomorrow we'll show it to him.
During the dugout only. I want
First
to see
post
raw
of the
reactions. I want to see raw reactions.
Okay, we've got Shivam Giri today. We've got a very favorite segment called Shivam Giri, which is compiled
Second
by.
favorite, no? First is talking to our fans. Not fans, our family members.
I never said first. I said one of our very favorite. Okay, so this one is for CSK fans. Taking from Abhishek Sharma, he's saying MS has done that. Good one. Literally, MS Dhoni.
That day, Shivam, we have made a really nice one where that thing came. So
very nice post that was. Well done. Shivam, you made that?
Yeah.
Subscribe to Sports Today.
Yeah.
Spot. Very nice it was. I saw
the timing was also very
hard.
It was very nice.
Terrific.
Okay. Visiting 7 Jyotirlinga in 7 days for CSK's comeback. See, this is the reason. This is their
super fan.
He went to these places and that's why the luck has come. Here she is. Lovely upgrade on the hotel.
So this is, I'll tell you the context for this one.
What is
James Vince is playing right now in the PSL. He hit a match-winning 100 while batting for his franchise. And, firstly the ceremony, the post-match ceremony was taking place indoors. I don't know why. Maybe inclement weather conditions or whatever. But what he was presented as the award for the most reliable player of the match was a hairdryer. And that, then people were like, okay, is there a toothbrush now that will be given next to the player with the most valuable
What is that got to do with this IPL match, Shivam?
And then he puts this story up on his Instagram.
No, but it has nothing to do. Please bring us memes of the thing. This is a separate piece of content. Please utilize it appropriately. Acha, that's interesting. This is it. This farmer is against planting trees. That is true. He is a organic farmer, na?
I think he's done enough in terms of contribution, as people have been saying.
CSK and MI in 2025. जीतेंगे तो इनके साथ, हारेंगे तो इनके साथ, ठीक है? अच्छा. The same players. Donald Trump had met Dhoni because he is the best man to stop people from crossing the border. That is true. His run out today. And of course, talking about the Trump policies. तो टिकट बड़ा अच्छा काटता है, रेलवे में जॉब करेगा. Experience. But I'm liking he's continuing with his celebration. Very good.
Because of that expensive over.
Because that's
the wides, the no ball.
That is mean. Lord ke bare mein you're saying like that. That's not fair. Dhoni took successful review on Ambedkar Jayanti. That is true. That is true. He did. But actually that review You have to give credit to the bowler.
Bowler's conviction, yeah.
Yeah.
Kamboj, I think it was.
Anshul Kamboj, yes. AK-47.
That's what his jersey says. AK-47.
AK-47. Tripathi's only contribution to CSK this season. That is true.
Very true.
Brilliant catch.
Truest thing.
Brilliant catch, but I'm sorry, not good enough with the bat. Digvesh chose not to write down Vijay Shankar's wicket in his book of wicket celebrations because he didn't consider it. He didn't write it.
No.
That is.
Yeah, he did. He just went like this.
कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, कुछ नहीं फर्क.
Presenting to you the environmental specialist.
अच्छा, this is his
Can't
knock.
be playing these many dot balls.
True. This one is for Yellow Army. So he's saying because he's only played 10 balls, not 25.
Oh man, Dikesh.
Just Thala stuff. Oh, Dikesh.
True. Same. They give the same vibe.
Ha.
Nah.
Chilled out guy was Dikesh. Okay, on that note, thank you very much. We've got a couple more. Yeah, we'll just got one or two. We'll take that. Okay. Shubham Gar says Sidvi gets most predictions wrong. He is troller. See, Sidvi is truly democratic. He's praising. You're trolling him on air.
No, I'm not.
Shubham, you're right. Shubham, what to do is, if I forget, you send a super chat and remind Sidvi when he's here of all things that.
But I didn't do anything.
Now there's only one way of getting away.
That day he said, that's what he's pointing out, na? That first day he said he gets most of his prediction wrong.
Yeah, that day also.
One day he said he's troller.
Last one day only.
Troll though I said. I too said it when he was also there. That you're trying to go after my.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Karthik Jetfa is saying, don't forget today is uncapped player winning man of the match. That's true. We spoke about it. 18th man of the match. Okay, anything else you want to say, Shashwat? You must have a lot of things to say. Anything under the sun you want to mention? You?
Vegetable time? Time for vegetables?
Yeah.
Shashwat wants his meal now.
He eats now?
Yeah.
To eat. It's 4 o'clock.
Why?
That's my final meal of the day.
4 p.m.
4 a.m. Yeah.
And then?
Then 4 p.m. Yeah.
2 meals.
No. These are the gaps between the final and the first meal of the day. Yeah. No, that's just when Sidvi sir is not there. It's only when Sidvi sir is on. Otherwise he takes the command, you know. Nobody else is needed when he's there.
I can't remember the last time or if there's ever been a time that Shashwat's managed to get into the room and get out of this room without mentioning Siddharth.
He's a fan.
I really like him.
He's a fan. Not
honestly,
like him, he's a fan.
Fan, yeah, honestly a fan. Very honestly.
Just
Not
tell him
even-
that first and then we'll play out.
No,
the
he
clip.
said it many times.
I've said it many times. I even protect him when he's not here. One day that Gulati sir joke incident happened. I was the only one telling her that the truth is not this. That he said. I'll show him all of this also. Na?
I
That
see
said.
compensation happening for what happened earlier. But anyway, we'll carry on with the banter off air perhaps, and time for us to get into our cars, get home now.
No,
get
there are
ourselves
videos
some-
to do.
There are a few videos to do as well before that. Lest I forget, but allow us to leave for now. We'll be back with more content for you guys. Check out some of our latest posts across platforms. For now, from Shashwat, Nikhil and me, it's bye-bye, good night, Nandri, Shubhratri, Shabba Khair, eat your vegetables, and
We are very close to 600.
Shivam tells us that we're very close to 600k subscribers on YouTube. Help us get there very quickly. If you like today's chat, share it with everyone that you know follows the game, follows other sports as well, which you know we cover. So get us those likes, get us those subscribers, and let's get to 600k at the halfway stage. No, we're there at the halfway stage. Maybe in a week's time.
Week will be half, exact half.
All
This
right
weekend.
then. hopefully we'll get there in a week's time thanks to your blessings and love. For now, we will say good night to you. Shubh Ratri, Shabba Khair. Eat your vegetables.
And don't trouble your mother.
Bye-bye.